Pooch Hall and Meagan came to Aggieland to promote their new film, Jumping the Broom. Here are some exclusive clips.
The film takes place in Martha's Vineyard, so we shot in a place that's kind of like, maritime and Martha's Vineyard and all that. So we stayed at an inn that was old, and so we walk in, me, Meagan, Romeo, D-Ray, Miss Valerie, pretty much like the whole cast. So we're looking around, and so the first thing D-Ray say, "I'm not staying here." So we're like, "Wow, what's wrong?" He goes, "First of all, this place is haunted." I said, "You ain't even been here 5 minutes."
I think for me, what attracted me to it is the spiritual undertones. I was really excited to see like a Christian-based film that was bold, but it wasn't, preachy or forcing it down your throat, but it was definitely implanting some good morals and values to young people. And I think what I enjoyed most about the experience was just the cast. Everybody, there were no divas. Everybody was humble. Everyone hung out together. We're in Nova Scotia, Canada, which there was nothing to do. So it was kind of like college life. We were all in dorms practically and hanging out and made a lot of good friendships. So for me, it was just a blessed experience all around.
Ricky is not from, he's not from, Brooklyn or from, or doesn't really understand or know about the street life. And so they met in college, and Jason had learned and taught Ricky some stuff like, well, this is how it is where I'm from, and so forth and so on. So they became really, really good friends, and I think it was more about the relationship that they had as opposed to where they're from and their backgrounds. I said they both had a common goal as to where they wanted to go as men. And, so for whatever reason, whether Malcolm felt he should be the best man or Ricky being the best man, it's Jason's decision. And
I play Blythe, who is the maid of honor, the bride's best friend. She's the kind of woman who doesn't believe in love, who doesn't believe that it's going to work out, the guy isn't going to cheat, so she's kind of like, well, I'll just get my house and car for my troubles type of thing. And I was saying this earlier as well, I like playing characters that could be not liked initially off the bat, because you always find that people go through seasons in life and they learn what is important, which isn't about the cars, and it isn't about the guy who has this or the guy who has that. It's about finding someone who really loves you and someone who will really support you no matter what stage you're at in your life. And I like playing characters that just kind of have an arc and come full circle, and you find out that even if they might do bad things, quote unquote, or say bad things, that they actually have a heart underneath and they're going through something, and you can actually identify with them without judging them.
I mean, it's a good movie. And I think that, the movie getting made in T.D. Jakes' reputation, for the people who aren't really religious or are afraid of religion or have their feelings or opinions about religion, it's a film about people who have faith and have religion, where they're dealing with real issues, and they touch on stuff that it's almost kind of like when we talk about stuff amongst each other, but we don't really talk publicly, or we don't want people to hear us saying it for whatever reason. There's issues that come out where it's kind of like, wow, that's in my family. I was just talking about that the other day. And so it almost kind of brings it out of the open to allow there not to really be any tension, in the sense it's like, you know what? I mean, it is what it is at times, you guys, and if you talk about it, then it's no longer really an issue, so you shouldn't really feel bad about it or some kind of way about it.